Today we're going to talk about a subject that I think will be near and dear to your heart. Looking younger. Everybody wants to look younger. And there are lots of things that people do to make themselves look younger. They might take nutritional supplements like hyaluronic acid or collagen peptides. I do that myself. Maybe they use creams and lotions, or make sure that they use sunscreen when they go out in the sun. All of these things are very great and proven ways to help you look younger. You should do them. But let's talk about something else you can do that's very easy and easy to integrate into your day-to-day life. Now, a lot of you know that exercise is very good for you, right? And it's also good to help you look younger. For example, when you go do resistance training, you tone your muscles, it prevents them from sagging, and it also helps you preserve your muscle mass. And that too can help you look younger. But did you know your face has muscles too? And you can exercise your face muscles to keep those muscles from sagging or atrophying and thus making you look older. So today we're going to talk about facial exercises. And if you search for it online, you might see other names like face yoga. But there's a growing interest in this. It can help you preserve your muscles, prevent sagging, and if you watched my video on reducing stress, which if you haven't, I'll forgive you if you promise to watch it after you watch this video, it can even give you the added benefit of reducing stress and improving your mood. So we're going to go over some exercises that you can do, but first I want to give you a caveat. If you watched my recent video on how to create the right health and wellness plan for you, and again, if you didn't, I'll forgive you if you watch it. You heard me talk about something called settled science, meaning there's a consensus in the scientific community that this is a good intervention. Unfortunately, face exercises has not yet reached that point where we can call it settled science. Partly because there's still some discussion about things like, does it really work? Because some studies it does, some studies it doesn't. Also, there are some experts that are afraid that doing face exercises might have slightly negative impacts. Not necessarily on your health, but for example, Jack LaLanne, one of the first exercise gurus, recommended an exercise where you raise and lower your eyebrow, but in doing so you can also wrinkle your forehead and cause lines. And some experts might feel that that could cause the lines to stay more permanently. Or some exercises I've seen involve a lot of massaging of the face and neck muscles. And some experts feel that prolonged massage might help you lose skin elasticity, and we wouldn't want that. So if you have any concerns in these areas, or any doubts on any of the exercises, please consult a dermatologist or your regular doctor to be sure that it won't be detrimental for you. And none of what we're going to talk about today involves those kinds of exercises, just to be safe. And finally, unlike things like cardio exercise where they say, hey, we have a recommended guideline of 150 minutes a week, we don't yet have guidelines or consensus on how much facial exercises you should be doing. Having said all of that little fine print stuff, the good news is there are studies that do show that doing facial exercises are beneficial to you. And the nice thing about this is that it has been done in people of a wide range of ages, both genders, although most of it has been done on women, and even people in different countries. So it seems to be a very diverse, benefiting exercise for a lot of different people. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the research, then we'll go into some examples. We'll make this a learning by doing. We said that face exercises can help you look younger. So there was a study with middle-aged women. They did face exercises every day for 20 weeks, and And at the end, they had physicians examine pictures of them, not knowing they're blind to what these people had been doing. And they thought that the people who did the face exercise had better looking cheeks, the upper and the lower parts, and perhaps more relevant to what we've just been talking about, looking younger. They judged the women's pictures to look almost 3 years younger after doing the exercises than before. So just think about it, in 20 weeks, they looked almost 3 years younger. Isn't that great? Another study looked at, again, middle-aged women doing facial exercises for 8 weeks. And what they found is at the end, women had improved skin elasticity. Now, one of the things that happens to people as they get older is their skin does become less elastic. So improved skin elasticity, that's very good. Now, we also mentioned that exercise can help you reduce stress and improve your mood. That was on our stress reduction video. Turns out facial exercises may have the same benefit. In one study, workers were put on an exercise routine, facial exercises, only 5 minutes a day. They did it for just 1 month. But at the end, they reported lower job stress. Very good, stress reduction. In another study, 7th graders, so the youngsters, they did 2 months of facial exercises. And at the end, they showed lower cortisol. Now, cortisol is known as the stress hormone. So when you're under a lot of stress, your cortisol levels go up. But in these cases, the kids showed lower cortisol. Finally, senior citizens, average age 78 years. They did 30 minutes a day, twice a week for 3 months. So not too bad, wasn't very intensive. But at the end of the period, they showed higher scores on the general health questionnaire. So this is a questionnaire that measures self-rated overall perceptions of your health, improved health outcomes for the senior citizens. So this is all great. By doing facial exercises, you can look younger, reduce your stress, and even feel better. So let's go over a few exercises that you can do. The nice thing about these, you can do them at any time, whether you're at home, maybe you're driving in a car, you're at a traffic light, you're standing in a line. Very easy to implement. I'm going to demonstrate these, but I'd like you to do them with me. Practice them. The first one is a very simple one. You open your mouth, you bring your lips over your teeth as if you're saying an O, and then you extend your facial muscle as if you're saying an E. So it goes something like this. O, E, O, E. Now, you hold each one for 5 seconds. So O, E. And if you'd like to do a resistance training version of it, you can use your fingers as weights. So O, E, O, E. The next exercise is good for your neck. You're going to stretch your neck, and then you're going to alternate with your mouth and tongue. I'm just going to show it straight to the camera, and then we'll do it the way you would actually do it. You alternate making a duck mouth with your lips, and you kind of feel the tension in your neck. And then also, after you've done that, you stick out your tongue and you switch. Now, we put it all together. You're going to hold each, the duck lips and the tongue for 5 seconds. You can do 3 reps once or twice a day. Feel the stretch. this is very good at keeping your neck toned. You may have heard the expression tongue-in-cheek, meaning you're not being serious about it. But there's actually a facial exercise that I like to think of as the tongue-in-cheek exercise. This one is designed to help the lines underneath your nose that run along your mouth. And the way this works is you put your tongue inside and you push out on your cheek with the tongue and you make little circles, 5 clockwise and then 5 counterclockwise. And you do this once a day. You start at the top and then maybe you can do like the middle and the bottom. You can alternate and then switch sides. So again, I'm going to try to come closer to the camera. So the goal here is to feel yourself pushing out on your face and stretching out those lines. Now, the last technique I want to show you, and easy way to remember this, Batman had his sidekick, Robin. So superheroes have sidekicks. This technique we call the side kiss. You kiss to the side and you hold this for 10 seconds. And then you do this 3 or 5 times a day. So these are exercises you can do every day. Very easy to do, very convenient. You can probably go online and find more. I'd like to give you one other small caveat or warning. I have seen devices that you can buy online, like putting in your mouth, biting down, jaw exercising. And there has been some research that suggests that these can work. But I've also seen user reviews that say things like, I tried this and I broke some teeth. So that's why I'm not recommending any of this. If you're interested in this, you want to explore it, talk to your dentist, talk to your doctor, maybe read the user reviews, be very careful. Right? We don't want to do any damage, we always want to be safe. But try these. In the comments, let us know. Did it work? How do you feel? Do you have any other suggestions, exercises you found? We can always learn from each other. Because you have something to teach us, we have something we can learn from you. And if you like this video, please remember to put a like, put your comments, please subscribe, please tell everybody. And remember, your journey to a younger, healthier you starts here. Thank you.